muffin looks delicious. Where did you get it at?
I got it at a local bakery right down the road from where I live.
Oh, really? What about the blueberries?
These blueberries were grown at a farm only a couple miles away from us. Easily transported to the bakery.
All right. Well, because they're local, is it sustainable?
I don't know. What does sustainability mean?
Well, I can actually tell you guys what sustainability means. Sustainability just basically talks about the environmental, social, as well as the economic prosperity of where your good comes from. And so this is grown locally, meaning that it's grown and consumed in our general area. It's, of course, sustainable.
Sustainability is, let's look at how local food is defined as sustainable.
It's really easy to eat here locally at MSU. The Student Organic Farm, which is only a couple miles away from us, provides four cafeterias on campus with their organic spring mix. This provides a positive social impact on East Lansing because it keeps money flowing through East Lansing and through the use of volunteer students instead of foreign labor. And economically it's beneficial because money keeps flowing through MSU, and environmentally it's beneficial because the food has to transport less, and that reduces the amount of petroleum used to transport food.
Aside from eating locally here at Michigan State, you can actually eat locally in any community that you're a part of with the usage of farmers markets. Farmers markets are pretty cool because they actually give farmers 80 to 90 cents of each dollar that they make, providing economic prosperity within their local community and putting money back into the local systems. Aside from that, environmentally, your food isn't traveling hundreds of miles to get to where it needs to be. It's right here in the community. And then also, aside from the social aspect, a part of the social equity of farmers markets, they provide the usage of farmers and local labor.
A really super cool thing about local farming is that 1/3 of all farmland accounts for metropolitan areas, which accounts for the total amount of 18% of farms.
Eating locally actually reduces the food miles for food transportation. And actually, in a grocery store, produce that is found within a grocery store is 27 times higher to have more food miles than that of locally grown products. And food miles basically just talks about the amount of time that it takes for a piece of like food or fruit or anything like that to reach your table. And eating food that has lesser food miles actually reduces the amount of petroleum used for transportation, as well as carbon emissions found in that.
Speaking of food miles, a typical carrot has to travel 1,838 miles just to reach your dinner table. This is very unsustainable.
Okay, commercial crops are also really unsustainable. If only one crop is being grown at a time, it depletes the nutrients in the soil a lot faster. Locally grown produce usually comes from farms that have a diversity of plants, which allows the soil to last much longer. More pesticides need to be used in commercial farming to allow for rapid growth of plant foods.
If consumers use 1% of their purchasing power to buy locally made goods, we see a 5% increase in the income of local farmers.
As a resident of Detroit, I can testify to this. The closest place that I can get sustainable food is in Livonia, which is miles away from where I live.
Wow, eating local sounds really easy.
Mm-hmm. You know, it really is. It's good for social, economic, and environmental equity.
Eating local is sustainable!